card is a very simple one, but it's very fun because today we're using some cutting dies done by Hot Off the Press, and they are the Happy Birthday cutting dies. As you can see, Happy Birthday pretty much covers the front of the card, so I didn't need to add much else. We're also using the So Cute paper pack, and there is your inside. So let's get started. I'll show you some of the products I used and we'll jump right in. So today I'll be using the So Cute paper pack, which I have right here, and there are all of the different designs. And then I'm also using the Happy Birthday cutting dies, and these are nice durable metal, and the tan and azalea suede papers. So here is my Epic 6 die cut machine, and I have the cutting platform and the cutting mat. So I'm going to cut first the Happy, got upside down, and so I place that face up on the cutting platform. Then I carefully place my suede paper over that, and you want to make sure it doesn't shift off because then your word will get cut off. It might help to also cut a little bit bigger piece of paper, just so you have a bigger margin. Then place my flexible cutting mat on top and roll it through. Now, when the resistance kind of stops, I'm going to roll it back through. And there is the result. So it cut really nicely, and might have to clean it up a little bit, but there's my word. So I'm going to cut a few more words from the suede paper, and then we'll go back to the card. So here I have my 5" by 6.5" blank white card, and I want to cover it with this quilted paper, but I don't want the brown border around it, so I'm first going to trim off the brown border, and then I'm going to cover the card with the remaining design. So here's the front of my card, and I've also cut out the Happy Birthday both in the pink and the brown, and don't forget to include the dots on your eyes. I know they're so small, it's kind of hard to keep track of them. But the reason I did both pink and brown is because I want to kind of create a shadow effect by gluing the brown down first and then the pink on top of it, so that it's got an offset look. And back to the card, I have cut a 1" wide strip of this green paper. I'm going to mat that on brown suede, this tan suede paper, with about an 1/8" border. And this strip is going to go diagonally across the card with the Happy glued on top, and then another strip for the birthday below. So I'm going to go ahead and complete those steps, and then we'll move on. So here's what I've got so far, and I'm just gluing on the pink Happy Birthday right offset of the brown to make it look like a shadow. And this also makes it a little more dimensional, which is a fun little factor. And I did use glue stick. It's a little bit tricky, but I kind of just dab the glue stick onto the back of the word, and then just make sure you have scrap paper underneath. Alright, so there's the Happy. I'll do the birthday, and then we will move forward with the embellishments. So I've used the Flourish cutting die to cut out these shapes, several of them. I'll scoot that aside. And I've glued them onto this green paper. And what I'm going to do now, so I've glued them kind of in a sun shape or a flower shape. I'm going to just mat that on the green, so I'll cut just a thin border around all the petals of this flower, and then I will mat it again on the tan suede paper, and that will go down here in the bottom right corner. Alright, so I'm just gluing this down in this corner. That looks about right. And it creates a fun little embellishment. Now you can also make a full flower with this if you wanted to use it on a different part of the card, or maybe have that as the focal point of your card. This little flourish shape is pretty versatile. I mean, you could just use one, you could use any number of them, and that's what's great about the cutting dies, is that you can use them over and over again, and you can create multiples of perfect cutouts, which would be nearly impossible to do by hand. So for the front, I'm done, and I'm gonna go on to the inside. So I've already glued this green paper covering the inside panel, and I'm going to keep the inside really simple, as I usually like to do. And I'm going to glue some of these flourishes just in a border along the top. So they're going to go right about like that. And then I'm also going to use the heart cutting die, or die cut, I should say. So the heart is nice. Let me show you the heart here, because it cuts out two hearts at once, so you get both sizes. One of them's hollow. But I'm going to use the larger heart, but I'm going to back it with the brown, with a tan suede, so that I've got both colors in there. So I'm going to glue these on, and then we'll be pretty much done. Alright, so there's my heart, and so my inside is finished. I've left this part intentionally blank so that you can write your own greeting and personalize the card. Here's the front, and we're done. I do like the kind of retro look that this font gives. And the two additional dies, the heart and the flourish, are very versatile, which I love. You can, like I showed you here, you can use the flourish in multiples and swirls. And the heart is, of course, useful for many different occasions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this card. Don't forget to stay and watch the savings bundle for a great deal on some of the products I used today. And thank you again for watching. In this week's bundle we have, of course, the Happy Birthday cutting dies. And there are 4 pieces, so happy birthday, and then a little swirl or flourish and a heart here. And the birthday is about 4 3/4 inches long, so just to give you an idea of the size. Also, we have the suede papers, the pink azalea and the tan, as you saw on the card, and of course the So Cute paper pack. Here on the packaging we have, of course, some creative ideas for you, and show you the back really quick. Some more ideas, and those are the 6 patterns, which we'll take a closer look at right now. So here's the quilted pattern, the blue gingham, this really pretty yellow floral, kind of a doily pattern, a cute petite stripe, embroidered flowers on pink, and Oliver green diamond pattern. So those are the 6 designs, and you're getting 2 of each since there's 12 in the pack, and those are the items in this week's bundle. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next week.